Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to your presentation. First of all, let me thank all of your attention. My name is Hari Kurniawan. I'm from Group 5. The members are Jalpa, Anjilal, and Hasna. Today, I will present a journal article entitled Experimental Study of Two-Way Precast Concrete Half Slab Using Rectangular Rigid Connection. First, introduction. Half slab precast concrete (HSPC) is a structural slab system that is construction of two layers of concrete. The bottom layer is the precast half slab and the top layer is the in situ concrete. As illustrated in Figure 1, the initialization of HSPC in various construction is beneficial considering a significant reduction of the construction time compared to the conventional in situ cast concrete slab. Next method will be ready by Angela.
Two method in this experimental study, two-way slab specimen with dimension of 220 multiple 220 multiple 20 centimeter, similar to the specimen in the previous research, were constructed using between precast panel. The depth of the precast panel and the top cast in situ concrete were 12 cm and 8 cm, respectively. The overlapping length of the rectangular loop in the precast connection was 13.65 cm. The average strength of the concrete, the specification of the flexural reinforcement. In the study, two types two-way slab were constructed with similar total thickness and strength of concrete and identical flexural reinforcement. When compared to the specimen in this study, the first specimen was a monolithic one, and the second specimen was a half precast system using a singular connection. Several shear connectors were prepared during the fabrication of. This is picture the displacement at the middle span was offset using in X lateral, lateral and Z vertical direction. The concrete load was applied at the middle span through the rigid plate with a dimension of 20 multiple 20 centimeter. The load was applied incremental in the loading and the unloading phase. A saw figure egg. A saw in figure egg. Typical load level were considered that correspond to the predicate load at elastic, crack, and plastic condition. This is picture the slab dimension under study and the position of applied concentrated load, and picture the tile of the bar reinforcement, the precast panel with rectangular rigid connection. And the last picture configuration of the LVDT is the supports on the A monolithic slab 20 centimeter and B RRC HCPS slab, the applied silic loading.
Thank you, friend, for the explanation. The result and wedding will be ready by Hasna.
Okay, for the result, okay, for the result of this Aji ta tembus itu. Okay, for the result of this research, the dashed black line indicates the connection line between precast panels, and the red crossed box indicates the position of the loading plate. The red cross corresponds to the position of the loading plate. This picture A until D crack propagation during the loading test of the RRC HSVC slab, and E punching shear failure at the loading point. Next. Based on the correct propagation of the RRC HSVC slab, the transversal initial crack was observed at load 15.2 ton that stopped when reached the connection line as shown in figure A. It it was then followed by a crack parallel along the connection between precast component at 18.53 tons, as shown in figure B, with the increase of the apply load, the connection between precast component become thicker. At this step, the slab started to behave as a two-way slab, indicated by diagonal crack propagation as shown in figure C. Figure D shows the condition of the ultimate load in which a punching shear failure was observed, indicated by a crushing of the slab subsurface at the loading point, as shown in E. On the other hand, in the monolithic two-way slab system, the crack spread diagonally starting from the initiation of crack. Next. In the first picture, beside sketch of the crack propagation during the loading test of the RRC HSVC slab. The red cross corresponds to the position of the loading plate. In the second picture, beside load displacement curves of RRC HSVC slab under Selic loading test. Next. Figure 1 shows the force displacement curve in X, Y, and Z direction, recorded at the center point of the RRC HSVC during the test. Based on the vertical displacement curve, the crack was observed at the load of 50.2 tons and the deflection of 0.35 millimeter. Meanwhile, in the X and Y direction, the displacement and the crack were observed 0.8 and 0.9 10 millimeter, respectively. It is worth noting that in figure 11 12, the displacement in the x and y direction were not symmetric. At the same level of a fluid load, the displacement in the x direction was significantly large compared to the displacement in the y direction. Such a trend was mainly caused by the dominant opening of the precast connection rather than the crack perpendicular to the connection. Next.
Thank you, friend, for the explanation. And the conclusion will be read by Jalpa.
Okay, conclusion. An experimental study has been conducted to investigate the performance of in elastic and after crack conditions. Different from the monolithic slab, the crack in RRC HSPC propagate mainly along the connection line between precast components. As in the case of the after the connection became thicker, the crack started to spread diagonally as in the case of the monolithic two-way slab. It was found the behavior of the RRC HSPC model was slightly inferior to the monolithic slab model tested in the previous study, indicated by 15,18% reduction of load at crack, 18,18% increase of deletion at crack, and 16,44% reduction of ultimate load. However, when compared to the two-way HSPC slab using triangular rigid connection, TRC HSPC, the RRC HSPC model presented superior behavior with a large cracking load and less deflection at the crack.
Thank you, friend, for the explanation. Maybe that's all for this presentation. That's all I want to tell my college about today's presentation. Sorry if there are many such coming.